In addition to the racism, there was a whole lot of casual sexism and just general creepy old guy, horny jail type behavior. He apparently would regularly leer at the women, both the contestants and those working on set. He would leer at the camera assistants. He would assess the physical attributes of female contestants. For literally anyone who's listening, he's that guy. This is how he got caught with Billy Bush. He's just a horny old guy that thinks he looks cool when he objectifies women to whatever random guy is unfortunate enough to be standing near him. He apparently said that one female camera operator was too heavy. She's a camera operator. What does any of this matter? I don't know why you think you should say something like that, why it would matter for someone's qualifications, but he definitely does. It doesn't matter how much experience you have or how skilled you are at your job. If you're a woman, it will always come down to whether he thinks that you're worthy of having sex with him. That's basically it. There was another camera operator. I guess he thought she was hot. He compared her to Ivanka, which means he definitely thought she was hot. He said, "That's all I want to look at." He apparently cornered a female producer and asked her who he should fire. She said, one of the contestants blamed another for their team losing. Trump then raises his hands, cupping them to his chest. "You mean the one with the..." He doesn't know the contestant's name. Trump eventually fires her. Yeah, but why would he know her name? He knows she's the one with the. These are people whose career he is potentially making or breaking. He doesn't know any of their names. This is not the only reference in the revelations about him not knowing the names. They had to have him record him saying the names later. And when he would refer to people, they'd cut to a shot of that person's face so they could dub in the audio of him saying the name as if he knew who they were. He also points out, by the way, at one point that he has a home on the grounds of one of his clubs. And he says to people around him, "Melania doesn't even know about this place." This is before Stormy Daniels. He's apparently set up these dens where he can have affairs that she doesn't even know about. And again, yes, I don't think any of this stuff is really gonna hurt him that much because they know that this is the sort of person he is. They love it, but I am glad that we're getting more information.
Yeah, I mean, it all just kind of confirms what we already know and think of this guy about Trump. And as he said, information like this, whenever we get stories like this, it kind of, it feels not good for people like us who already don't like him, but it feels validating, I guess. We're yeah, that he has done things like that in the past and he will continue to be that person. He's always been that person. But again, for his base, they're not going to believe it unless they have very, very concrete evidence. And I don't fault them for that, right? I really don't. I don't fault them for that. And even me, I'm hearing this from a secondhand source, and you have to kind of take it all for what it's worth. But I will say, the word leer is already very creepy. I don't like that word being said. It makes me feel weird and icky and makes my skin crawl. And John, you and I are in the business of, professing our thoughts and opinions to strangers on the internet. But Trump saying his inner monologue out loud to whoever is near him is next level self-absorption. Mm-hmm. And again, it's not normal the way he talks about his daughter. I know that this is a point. We all know that he thinks his daughter is hot. It's so weird though. And just even this most recent revelation where he was "That's all I want to look at." It's so weird. It's not normal. Why are MAGA people okay with that? I don't understand how they can get past that part. That part is so strange. It's so creepy. I can't explain it. It's so weird.
And this is the least bad version of the genre of him saying bizarre sexual things about his daughter. I will never understand it.
Speechless.
I don't get it. So two final thoughts. First of all, Bill Pruitt acknowledges that he thinks, and I get why he would think that if they had not done all that they did, and they describe way more in his little write-up on Slate, to make the brand of Trump what it isn't in reality. The inside of Trump Tower isn't how it looks. It wasn't nice looking. They had to pretend that it looked good. The places they'd have the events for the Apprentice were terrible. They had to shoot around it. He couldn't express himself. He didn't know how to say what was going on. They had to clean it up in post. They made him seem authoritative and strong and wealthy and like a good businessman, but they did it. It's a reality show. It's not real. And he fears that he might have helped launch Trump towards the White House. And I understand that. I think that's true. And I'll conclude with one more thing. We were talking about the tape coming out. Let's say hypothetically, the tape comes out. I want you to tell me what will the right say? Because I think that you already know what the right will say. First of all, to each other, they'll say, hell yeah, go Trump. But what will they say publicly? It's a deepfake. That's it. And we're done. And then we're moving on because they'll never accept it. Understand, thanks to AI, they never have to accept a single thing that they don't like again. It sucks, but I think it's true. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?